And this is Tuesday, May the 21st, 2019. And last night was a thriller in Game 4 of the NBA Western Conference Finals between the Warriors and the Trailblazers. And the Blazers are now, sadly for this part, the Blazers are going home. So wow, what can I say? The Golden State Warriors are heading to the finals once again for the fifth time in about 5 years. For the fifth time in 5 years, the Golden State Warriors have never given up, then given up nothing. The Golden State Warriors had given up nothing. That was last night. They were battle behind for this team, for the Trailblazers. The Trailblazers tried to fight to stay alive and head to Game 5, and that didn't work. So now, the last shot for the Portland Trailblazers was just over 1 minute to go, 1 second to go. Just 1 second to go, the Blazers almost won the game. And the Warriors had moved on. They couldn't go to overtime. They couldn't save it. They couldn't save it to go to overtime. They couldn't have a drive to the win. And there's not even close. So now the Golden State Warriors win. They won. They head to the NBA Finals once again in 5 years. And what about Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, and something I really ever gonna know. Steve Kerr, the coach, puts his team to the limit, and for a whole doggone reason, just another day for just another win for Golden State. I mean, you cannot stop the Golden State Warriors, for sure. They have too much talent. It is a Golden State dynasty. It's a Warriors dynasty that continue. The Warriors dynasty will live on forever and ever for the long time. And for Milwaukee Bucks and the Toronto Raptors, who will win the Eastern Conference Finals? Game 4 starts today. The Milwaukee Bucks are the number one. They are the number one. They have beat the Pistons. They have beat the 76ers in game. Anyway, I'm not sure what's happened. For sure, I really don't care. If you got a problem with stopping the Warriors, who could? The Blazers shouldn't won that game. They lost. They were close. They were close to going to Game 5. They failed to beat the Warriors. And for some dumb reason, for sure, yeah, I think the Warriors will win the championship this year. They have won 3 titles for the last 4 years, looking for that 4th NBA title. So I'm gonna say, what the heck, okay? Okay, look, well, else to know? Kevin Durant has been for Golden State 3 years. KD, he's fine about that. He's good. He's all right about that. So I think he's probably gonna stay with the Warriors for years. Steph Curry, the biggest shooter, biggest 3 champion for Golden State, win 3 titles, going to the NBA Finals once again. That was the 3rd time. I mean, in the finals, he just had it all. The Warriors, they win it all. They win it all too much. For sure. Yes, for sure. Golden State, number 1. But what about Milwaukee Bucks? They're the number 1 seed too. They beat the Pistons, they beat the Celtics. They haven't beat the Raptors in the series. Although now 2 games to 1 after Sunday night the Raptors they beat them. So, it's for the Eastern Conference now. The Western Conference Finals have come and gone. Now we focus on Milwaukee Bucks and the Toronto Raptors. If the Toronto Raptors win, that beat the Bucks, it's 5-6. Game 5 and 6. It's 3-3. Whoever wins is Game 7 on Monday. Hopefully, if necessary. But can even one of these teams beat the Warriors? For sure, yes. Yes, for sure. If they're a Warrior dynasty up there, for sure, yes, for sure. They have won so many times. They have won three Western Conference titles, and they cannot be stopped for every reason. They cannot be stopped. I mean, they have beaten the most team ever, for sure. Yes, for sure. They have beaten the Clippers and they have beaten the Rockets. That's for all the close games we've seen. Close games we have seen for so far, and close games we have they have never given up. They can't give it up nothing. They have given up nothing. I mean, for sure in this one, I'm for sure. The Warriors have lost 4 postseasons. The Warriors have lost 4 postseasons this year. So for sure, Les, I'm for sure. I hope they're gonna. I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna win another championship to keep this dynasty going. Seth Curry can't be stopped. They have been overwhelmed. They have been rallied. Not overwhelmed, and they're not overrated. For sure. Seth Curry is not overrated. Draymond Green is not overrated. Klay Thompson is not overrated. Kevin Durant is not overrated. So, for one reason now, it's a #1 scene here on the NBA, and that's all of it. That's all of it we have seen so far. If the Golden State can keep it up, they keep this dynasty going. It's dynasty. They call it dynasty. You got the Celtics dynasty, the Lakers dynasty. In the 80s, you got the Lakers dynasty and the Celtics dynasty. And then you got the Bulls dynasty in the 90s. So, I really don't get it. I really don't get it. If this is the Warrior dynasty. Just like you already know about the 80s, the Lakers and the Celtics. But yes, I think they're gonna win the championship again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Seth Curry has been, for years, he has been the Golden State Warriors for 10 years. For 10 years. For sure. So, and say what you want about Russell Westbrook. No, Russell Westbrook had never won the ABA title. He had never won the ABA ring. And James Harden too. But for the guys that still in that way, for the Golden State, Steve Kerr, and the other Golden State guys will stand in their way. They're playing their hearts out. They play hard. They play their butts off. I mean, look. Nobody in this team can stop the Warriors. Nobody. For sure, for what? Nobody can even think, everybody in this team can beat the Warriors and win the NBA championship. People say the answer is no. I get it, so I hope the team can beat the Warriors. I hope the team can beat the Warriors to the NBA Finals. And we said this before, this is how for sure. A sweep beat. Remember last year, the Warriors had beaten the Cavaliers? The Warriors had beaten the Cavaliers last year in a 4-game sweep. And they won the third NBA championship. That's kind of this thing that we have seen for sure. for sure. If the Wolves win, they're going to move this team to San Francisco. It will be the last thing they will play in Oakland. It will be the last time they play up there in Oakland. So anyway, if you like the Wolves or not, if you don't like the Wolves or beating the other team to win the NBA championship, you should turn off the TV. The ratings, remember the ratings can turn the people, they do look like they will, oh yeah, for sure. It's their time to win another NBA championship. It's their time to win another NBA championship. No, Seth Curry is the best player. He's the best player. And he has long range threes. That's what people love Seth Curry. He has a son. He has a son who was 1 month old, 2 months old. Seth Curry who has a son. He has a son who was turned 1 year old, or 2 years old. He has his mom. He has his wife watching him. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I have to listen to. Okay, enough for watching. Okay. Now returning to the Milwaukee Bucks and the Raptors. It should be a great series ahead. A great series. The Raptors, they beat the Bucks in Game 3. And they're looking to tie the series 2-2. They had the Game 5 and Game 6. So it's just for sure, they can get one. For all the people out there who should watch this. If the Wolves win, they go to the finals for the first time. Yes, should be a good one. So I'm not pulling any more punches for that one, for sure. Milwaukee Bucks had never won the NBA title since in the 1970s. For sure, they have been going up against the end this draft. Here in Milwaukee, here at the North, like in the continuing bunch. But Toronto Raptors, they never won the NBA title. They were so close in Game 7. They were so close. For sure. Yes, for sure. So what will happen was, if anything happens, whoever wins face the Golden State Warriors. And for sure this. I hope people watching, I hope Doris Spoke watching, I hope Drake watching. And we should turn on TNT. For us, it's another postseason ahead for all of us. For sure. You don't like it when you're watching, so for sure. So anyway, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when it gets to Game 7, hopefully on Monday. You should never know. You will never know what was going to happen. And I think it will. And I think it will coming up for sure. But watch what will happen. Watch what happens if, in the Eastern Conference Finals, if Milwaukee gets scored and they lose a game and they're forced to go to Game 6. There will be Game 6 probably on Sunday. And hopefully Game 7 on Monday. So anyway, you know how it goes. That's all for the movie. That's all for the show for the day. You have to talk about continues. My name is Joseph Crudup, and I hope you enjoyed this movie. See you on Facebook. See you on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube, and I'll see you then. Peace. I'm out.